Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Warriors and the Fireballs. Let's begin with player introductions for tonight's game day. We'll be introducing first the defending champion Warriors. Out first, number 24, Williams. Number 14, Stan. Number 16, Julian. Number 60, Manny. Number 64, Nicholas. And captain of the Warriors, number 13, Douglas. And now the home team, the Fireballs. From Miami, Florida, number 8, Jedin. From Miami, Florida, number 48, Cabrera. From San Diego, California, number 23, Ikeda. From New Haven, Connecticut, number 32, Ubia. From Miami, Florida, number 15, Hormachea. And captain of the Fireballs from Marquina in the Basque Country, number 69, Iñaki. And with that, the players salute you, the fans. We are ready to begin tonight's game day. And with the introductions aside, want to welcome everybody into another Friday night edition of the Fall 24 Battle Court season. I'm Andrew Bleckman, joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you the Warriors and the Fireballs tonight. How you doing, Stu?
Wonderful. Ready for the second half of a fantastic doubleheader.
Yeah, these defending champion Warriors just had the ring presentation, or their championship win last season. Ray Lewis in attendance, along with the Borkin brothers, presenting that a few moments ago. Ready to get started here with our first match. Douglas against Inaki in the top division of singles.
Douglas serves, we begin. Robote forehand by Douglas. Here's Iñaki, backhand from the 9 line. Robote forehand. Iñaki makes the catch, winds up. Costado 2-all will score. Inaki's first up on the board for the Fireballs.
Yeah, starting off with that patented Costado 2-all. Inaki working his way back to full health. Starting to fire that 2-all with a little more consistency. That one opening up nicely to score.
Very well done. Here's the backhand by Douglas to the inside. Inaki's there. Backhand. There's a rebote. 2 pass. Douglas on the catch. Inaki reads it, tipped it on the inside. We're all tied up, 1 point apiece. Douglas has the serve for the Warriors.
Well, not the best costado we've seen from Douglas, but got away with it because he threw it right at the feet of Inaki. Made that catch difficult. Wasn't placed right along the sidewall, but good enough to score there, tie things up.
Inaki on the backhand from the 11 line. Wall to wall from the left side. Rebote forehand by Inaki. Beautiful catch by Douglas. Here's the backhand. Rebote forehand again. Douglas is there, winding up. 2-all. Scores. 2 points for Douglas and the Warriors. He has a serve. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
Well, Douglas has been more aggressive in the second half of this season in both singles and doubles. I mean, here he's won 5 out of his last 6 singles matches. Has been faring better in doubles too. So overall, just like that aggressive play, got him that second point here.
Inaki, backhand of the corner. Rebote forehand saved by Douglas. Inaki advances, makes the catch. The Filo caught the pad, and the pad is bad. That is 3 points for Douglas of the Warriors. He has the serve.
Yeah, Inaki made a tough catch right at his feet, low on the left side, but didn't have full control as he went to make that throw.
Now, your footing's got to be pretty sure when you go to throw shots. You can occasionally sneak one in. But he was just off balance there. Here's the backhand by Inaki. Rebote 2-all. Stopped by Inaki on the forehand. Right side looking to pass on the inside. Good catch by Douglas. Rebote left side. It's a 2-all. Lands in. Big bounce. Douglas gets a 4th point. And the serve.
Well, Douglas did the difficult part, and that was controlling that big bouncer on the outside. Very well done, and then all he needed to do was put the forehand along the side wall, placed it well, and it scored for his 4th point.
Backhand by Inaki to the inside. Douglas is there. Rebote left side. Big bounce to the inside on the wall. Beautiful catch by Douglas. Rebote forehand by Inaki. Rebote forehand by Inaki again for the bounce at the side wall. Douglas makes the stop at the 7 line. Rebote forehand. Excellent catch by Inaki down low. Backhand 2 pass. Inaki on the catch. Costado 2-all opens wide and scores. Well done by Inaki. Inaki with 2 points for the Fireballs. He has the serve.
Going right back to that 2-all that got him the first point of the match. Takes it up on the bounce. Costado shoulder level throw. 2-all hits the sidewall, the front wall, lands inside the boundary line. And into the net before Douglas can make a play.
Here's the backhand by Douglas. Rebote forehand by Inaki. That clears the overhead screen. Douglas for the rebote. To the inside. Inaki's there. Great catch. 2-all opens wide and scores. Inaki with 3 points for the Fireballs. He has the serve.
Inaki throws a 2-all with a lot of conviction. Gets good power behind it, and it's just, if you don't get a good head start, it's not one you're going to get to. I mean, Douglas is fast. He reads the ball beautifully. He's got a bit of a head start and still just opens up a little bit outside of his reach.
Yeah, you could see that that was about, I don't know, 4, maybe 5 inches in front of Douglas, reaching out to make that catch. Douglas on the run. Backhand. Low and hard. Caught low by Inaki. Here's the backhand. Right to the corner. Rebote saved by Douglas. Inaki makes the catch. Winds up. 2-all to score. 4-4 is the score. Inaki has a serve for the Fireballs. Oh, it looked like Douglas was originally running away with that. And here we are tied up at 4-4.
It's been 3 straight Costado 2-walls by Inaki. Douglas lays up the rebote right into the 2-wall. You know, and after 2 in a row, Douglas is thinking he's not going to hit me with a 3rd one. And there he is, 3 in a row to tie things up.
Excellent catch by Douglas. Rebote 2-all opens. Douglas got there, but will not be able to make the play. 5 points for Inaki. He has possible set point.
Make it 4 in a row. This time off the rebote. A little more complicated, but still thrown just about perfectly by Inaki there from the backcourt. Take another look.
When you're playing against this, you have to basically choose. Not so much guess, but choose. Is he going inside? Or is he going to go with the 2-all? Is he going to go straight to the outside? Inaki consistently has been going to the outside and scoring. Possible set point. Here's a backhand by Douglas. Rebote forehand up and away. That hit the overhead screen. We're 5-5. This is set point.
Inaki really wanted to pass on that right side rebote. So much so that he sent it up in the overhead screen.
I'll tell you, he got it back to 5-5.
Yeah, gotta give him a lot of credit.
Absolutely. Both Douglas and Inaki.
See what happens here, 5-5. This is the set.
There's a backhand by Inaki. Wall to wall from the left side. Rebote forehand. Inaki, perfect catch at the 8 line, right to the corner, out to the rebote. Rebote left side to the inside. Douglas is there, winding up. Back to the inside he goes. Point and set for Douglas. Douglas takes the first set, 6-5. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
Now Inaki and Douglas go to battle. Comes down to a decisive 11 point, and Douglas comes away with it. Beautiful Costado to the inside. Placed well, that time right along the side wall. But didn't need it because the fake was so good. Take a look here at the final sequence.
Boy, Inaki really got warm. Came back from what seemed, based on the way he was playing, was going to be an unsurmountable advantage to Douglas. Then got it to 5-5.
And look, Douglas was, you know, the body and everything was telling you it was going to be a 2-wall. Inaki was shading to the outside, and
that was a great fake by Douglas, no question.
Just drops it along the wall and scores.
Here we are on the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. You see the Warriors on the left side of your screen, Fireballs on the right side of the screen. Formerche and Cabrera talking with Inaki. In case there's any questions, the guy in the hoodie and the blue jacket is Ikeda. Here we have Douglas talking with Manny and Williams.
You know, if we can here, flash the fall 24 standings. It is the final game day of the regular season for the Warriors and second to last game day for the Fireballs. A little bit earlier, the Cyclones went up against the Devils. Cyclones took 6 points out of a possible 8.5, and now the Cyclones sit in the 4th and final playoff spot. So the Fireballs come into today, I believe it's 5.5 points back of the final playoff spot, and they have 2 full game days to get those 5.5 points. take a look here. Yeah, that gap is 5.5 points between the Fireballs and Cyclones. 2 game days left for the Fireballs. Cyclones, regular season finish just a few hours ago with a big game day win. So it is correct. 5.5 points over the final 2 game days to put themselves in a tie for the final playoff spot. 6 points would get them into the playoffs.
Ladies and gentlemen, we begin our second set. Inaki will have the serve for the Fireballs.
I think once you set an aggressive pace like this, it's hard to stray away from it. I think you're going to see more of the same coming out in set number 2.
Well, Douglas, by history, typically really turns things on second, and if he gets to a third set as well. Inaki serves. Our second set has begun. It's a backhand by Douglas. Inaki's there. Backhand from the 10 line. Rebote forehand, high to the front wall. Douglas makes the catch, winds up. 2-all, 2 score. First point of the second set goes to Douglas of the Warriors. He has the serve.
You know, Inaki just comes right at you with that Costado 2-all, and he's got that one really good pitch. Douglas has a variety of options. Places the ball well, mixes it up nicely, and again, it's just hard to guess exactly where he's going to throw it when he never throws 2 in the same spot.
Backhand by Inaki, wall to wall from the left side. Rebote forehand. Beautiful catch by Inaki. Inaki fakes the 2-all. Inside it goes to score. 1-1. Inaki serves for the Fireballs.
Douglas was leaning hard the other way. Hard to get back on the inside and make this catch. Great opportunity, runs under it in the air.
When you see Inaki winding up like that, you have to have respect. You got to respect the fact it can be a well-thrown 2-all cutting out about the 3 line, or he could change it up like he did there, go inside. First set, they were all 2-alls. Here's the backhand by Douglas. Rebote left side. Douglas on the attack, winds up. Hard throw, scoop, tipped. 2 points for Douglas. He serves for the Warriors.
Well, a lot of times when you see a miss like that, maybe thinking about the next shot. And Inaki with that Costado 2-all and how well it's been working, where he was positioned on the court, you have to think he was lining up that 2-all and just didn't look it into the basket.
Here's the backhand by Inaki. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Inaki, forehand rebote 2 pass, and it does. Inaki, Costado 2-all opening. Douglas stops it on the right side. Hard throw. Inaki set up to get there. Could not catch it in the air. 3 points for Douglas here in the second set. He serves.
Well, Douglas was ready for this 2-all off the rebote. Great foot speed to get out to it and then kills it on the return. Good forehand here. Look how he crosses the sidewall. Dropping low. Tough for Inaki to line that one up.
Excellent catch by Inaki off a fine serve by Douglas. Rebote left side for the big bounce. Cut off in the air by Douglas. Here's the backhand. Wall to wall. Rebote forehand by Inaki. Douglas to the inside. Inaki's there, winding up. Costado 2-all opening. Douglas stops this one. Again. Inaki, great catch. Plays it back to the inside. Douglas looking for Rebote about the 11 line. Inaki with control at the 5. Karam caught the top of the pad. Any part of that pad is bad. That is 4 points for Douglas of the Warriors. He serves.
You know, and that's something that you see almost every day, too. You has the opponent dead on the outside. You go for the carom, and you just catch a part of the pad.
Just trying to cut it just a bit too much here. I mean, he makes a difficult catch. Back to the inside he goes.
You know, and that's just a factor of playing against, you know, of your opponent. And he respects Douglas's catching ability. He doesn't want to blast something to the inside. He thinks he has a better chance.
Yeah.
But boy, catching a top part of the pad lead to 4-1 now. He did come back from this deficit in the first set. Wasn't able to pull through.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. There's a backhand by Iñaki. Rebote. 2-all is out. 2 points for Iñaki of the Fireballs. He has the serve.
Going for the kill, but not quite. Just a bit outside the boundary line and gives Iñaki a free point there.
Good serve by Iñaki. Keeps Douglas deep. Here's the backhand.
Oh, boy.
Magic City bounce. Iñaki follows it. Cracks off a 2-all. Douglas makes the catch to the outside. Costavo 2-all will score for Douglas. Douglas has 5 points. Possible set. Possible match point.
That's frustrating. You're down a couple points. You need a lot to go right, and then you get a big Magic City bounce. Good play by Iñaki just to keep the rally going, and then
yeah,
Douglas
he read it
with the
perfectly.
2-all from the outside, too much.
Here's the backhand by Iñaki. Catch by Iñaki. Inside placement scores. 3 points for Iñaki of the Fireballs. He's got the serve. Still possible match point for Douglas.
We've seen only 2-wall scoring, and now Iñaki keeping one to the inside. Look at how far Douglas is to the outside.
At the beginning of this set, too, he did the same thing.
So you're down a few.
Here's a backhand by Douglas. Rebote forehand by Iñaki. Played to pass. Douglas turns for the rebote. At the side wall, Inaki's there. Back to the inside it goes. That's 4 points for Iñaki of the Fireballs. He's got the serve.
It's just a well-strategized game and well-strategized set for Iñaki. The first one, all 2 walls. This one, mostly keeping it to the inside and scoring. Once you have your opponent thinking you're going to do one thing, it opens up the space to the inside, and it's been a nice run here to get back into this set as well.
Throw the ball where your opponent's not, and that's exactly what Inaki's been doing. Douglas has gone on some great runs the beginning of the first set and the beginning of this set. There's a backhand by Douglas. Rebote forehand to the outside. Douglas makes the catch. There's the carom.
Oh,
that is out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is 5-5, so this is set point for Iñaki to force a third set. Match point for Douglas. Wow.
I mean, Iñaki was down 4-1. 2 of the points Douglas gave him off of missed shots, and 2 of them with the costado to the inside. I mean, he's only had to do half of the work. Douglas giving him those 2 points, and here we are, coming down to 11.
The role of the unforced error in Jai-Alai just cannot be overstated. It's a good serve by Iñaki. Douglas is there. Douglas dropped it on the backswing. That is point and set to Iñaki, taking the second set 6-5. We'll put 2 minutes on the board, come back out and play a third and decisive set.
you know, and the 1 point that Inaki lost in that run was off of a Magic City bounce that, you know, went against Inaki. That one going against Douglas, and that's why we say, Stu, the sidewall gives and takes, and, you know, you see one going against Inaki, one right back against Douglas, and all things even, and we're going to a third set.
Absolutely. Inaki seemed so, I mean, just in his body's language, seemed so unsure of himself walking out there. Down all those initial points to Douglas at the beginning of the first set and the beginning of the second set. And here we are moving on to a third set.
There's some replays there rolling on. Missed by Inaki off the side wall. Douglas stepping out ahead again, and then he
Great
reads
catch.
the 2-wall, puts it back inside.
Excellent control of the ball by Inaki there. And the
Two-wall,
carom
not enough, and the carom, though.
caught the pad.
On the pad. So at that point, that was 4-1, I believe, and Douglas was up. And
That's
then
the Magic City bounce. But look how Inaki handles it.
You know, he handles it, and then look at where Douglas has this though. On the costado, outside the boundary line. That's not where you want to see your opponent with the ball.
Yeah.
Inaki not happy with the sidewall there, rightfully so. But then he goes on a run, inside placement. Hits him a point. See how much space there is, too. Another one on the bounce. Straight to the inside. This one even closer to the wall. Douglas acknowledging the nice throw there. And eventually, this serve at the end. 6-5, Inaki takes set 2. We played the maximum through 2 sets.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our third and final set. The winner of this set will win the match. Douglas serves. Third set has begun. Here's the backhand by Inaki. Hard to the corner. Robote down low. Douglas makes the catch. Here's Inaki. Inaki hard to the inside. Douglas reads it. Makes a fine catch at the 8 line. Robote forehand too high. It's out of play. Douglas gets the first point of the decisive third set. He serves for the Warriors.
You know, Inaki was coming back with an injury to his right side. That's the second Robote that he sent up in the overhead screen. Maybe feeling just a little bit of pain, but overall he's looked good.
When you make the catch on the forehand, you throw it, you have a bit of control, but the momentum of the ball on the Robote sets the pace of that forehand Robote. Here's a backhand by Inaki to the corner, out to the Robote. Douglas is there. Inaki, forehand Robote. Douglas on the catch. Low and hard. What a catch by Inaki. Here's the backhand. To the corner. Robote forehand by Douglas. 2-all by Inaki.
Oh,
that kicked. Landed out. Second point for Douglas and the Warriors.
Well, Inaki's pointing at the sidewall, but I think he needs to attribute that to the front wall. That kicked up as it made contact and sent it out of play to what it looked like, at least for me, Stu, to be a pretty good 2-wall.
Oh, yeah, it looked like it was spot on, but that ball just kicked out.
Yeah, kicked up and out of play. Tough break.
Here's a backhand by Inaki. Right to the corner. Rotate forehand by Douglas. Inaki makes the catch at the 9 line. Backhand. Tipped by Douglas at the 9. Inaki has a point, and the serve for the Fireballs.
You hate to say it, but it's just a little bit lazy on the catch. I mean, that's one that Douglas is, I mean, it's right to his forehand side, tries to take the momentum of the basket and control it back behind him, but...
And also potentially thinking about what he was going to throw.
Yeah.
I could see Douglas, going for a drop shot. on the right side from right there. We've seen him do it before.
And I think that's maybe why he was so frustrated, because he knows that's a ball that he brings in, pretty much every day.
Absolutely. Here's the backhand by Douglas. Rebote forehand to the inside. Douglas attacks. Costello 2-all. Stopped by Inaki. Controlled by Inaki. What a catch by Douglas. Cortada by Douglas will score.
That's a good
Perfectly
throw.
played by both players. Douglas gets the point.
Yeah, got it right back, though, with an aggressive style of play. Shot the 2-all, which is what he likes to do when he picks up the pace. Inaki read it beautifully, but great recovery with the catch on the inside. Take a look at the 2-all. Not enough, but Inaki didn't have, not full space to get that throw off the way he would have wanted. Fed Douglas, rips it inside. Good power to score.
Here's a backhand by Inaki. Rotate forehand by Douglas. Will pass. Rotate left side by Inaki to the inside. Big bounce. Stopped by Douglas. Douglas on the 2-all.
That's a good one.
To score. 4 points for Douglas. He serves for the Warriors.
That one opening up away from Inaki, too, as it hit the floor. What you want to see.
Well, Inaki in the first 2 sets has had a funny way of creeping back in.
I was just going to say, it's all too common. 4-1.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Inaki. Passing to the back wall. Rotate forehand by Douglas. Scoop by Inaki. 2-all. Douglas follows it. Stops it on the forehand. Powerful throw. Passing Inaki to the inside to score. Point for Douglas. He has 5 points. Possible match point for Douglas. Yeah, you just keep your foot on the gas and you don't let up at this point.
Look, in spite of all the missed opportunities, Douglas now 5 chances to close out the match. See what he can do.
Here's a backhand by Inaki. Catch by Douglas. Rebote forehand. Rebote outside placement. Douglas stops it. Right side. Low and hard. Scores to win. Points set in a hard-fought match for Douglas. Taking it in the 3rd set, 6-1.
And Douglas gives the Warriors their first point of the game day with that 3-set singles win. Coming up next, we'll move over to the 6th division of doubles. We'll see Williams and Stan against Jedden and Cabrera.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
We'll take a look at that game day score after the win by Douglas in singles. The Warriors now with 56 points. Fireball stuck at 47. Cyclones right now in 4th place in the final playoff spot. 5.5 clear of the Fireballs. Douglas is in the DraftKings players cage after that singles win. Here is the #1 ranked player for the Warriors, Douglas, finishing up here with a record of 6-4 in singles and actually winning 6 of your last 7. That's the 2nd best record in Division I. How do you feel and assess your play in that division this year?
Yeah, I started off slow, like you said. I lost my first 3 matches. I'm super happy with how I bounced back. I know that last season I also finished 6-4, so just super happy to contribute for my team, have a good second half of the season, and let's see if Williams and Stan can keep it going here.
Yeah, and Inaki started to get hot with the 2-all and the costado late in the first and second set. How were you able to close it out in that third set, prevent another comeback?
Yeah, and Inaki's a great player. You know, he's been kind of stuck with injuries the past couple years. But when he's on, and he has an amazing costado. He has great shots, and that's something you got to be careful. And today he found his rhythm a little bit there in the first and second set, and luckily I was able to keep my momentum going and finish him off there in the third set.
Awesome, Douglas. Great start to the game day and a big point for your team. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
As Douglas said, up next, we'll move over to the 6th division of doubles. His team, represented by Williams and Stan. And for the Fireballs, it's Jedin and Cabrera. So far here this season, Williams and Stan with a record of 3-6. Jedin and Cabrera, 5-4. Check that, make that 5-3, Stu. Apologies. But you see the practice going on now. Two teams here in the middle of the pack in Division 6.
And the cousins going up against each other in the front court.
Jedin and Williams. Always fun when they go to battle. See what happens here. Match number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our second match of the Game Day 6th Division doubles. Representing the Warriors, we have Williams and Stan. And for the Fireballs, it's Jedin and Cabrera. There's a serve. We begin match 2. Cabrera picks up the serve, drops it inside. Stan has it deep in the backcourt. Back to Cabrera on the bounce. Here's the backhand. Stan runs under this one. Cabrera handles from the 12 line, back to the inside. Stan again, a little bit higher, trying to pass Cabrera. He reaches back behind him. Ball tipped by Stan overhead. Jedin and Cabrera step out ahead here in our second match.
Stan often getting through first sets and doing much better in the second set. That's been the case, especially where catching is concerned.
Cabrera back at the 13 line, high off the front wall. It clears the overhead screen. Here's the rebote, rebound off the back wall, laid up by Williams. Jedin attacks. He fires it to the inside. That one passes. Stan alone for the rebote, missed it. That's 2 points for the Fireballs.
Communication there. If Williams had a play on the ball, he needed to call Stan off. Looked like he did.
Hey, Stan, let's play. Let's get into a rhythm.
Communication between Williams and Stan spot on.
Serve crosses the sidewall. Stan gets up there. Cabrera picks it up off the floor. Back to the inside. Here's Williams. Cuts it off. Backhand 2-wall right to Jedin. Here's Stan. Middle of the court. Backhand. Caught by Cabrera. Cabrera running to the inside. Missed off the side wall by Williams. That's 3 points for the Fireballs.
Fireballs looking as locked in as ever. Cabrera calm in the backcourt, making those catches on the left side like he always does.
Catch by Cabrera, back into the corner. Stan at the 12 line, pulls it in. Jedin drops it over the top. Williams picks it off. Back into the inside. Cabrera's there. Cabrera floats this one up. Stan runs under it. Catch on the left side of Cabrera. He drops this one along the wall. Williams coming back for it. Saves the rebote. Jedin steps in, picks it up on the bounce. Forehand to the inside. Stan winds it up. It's a 2-wall. Jedin has it. Jedin whips it right back to him. Oh, good stop by Stan. Stan now passes. Jedin comes back to the inside. Saves the rebote. Cabrera steps up, has that one up at the 10 line. This one On the bounce, controlled by Stan. Ball missed by Cabrera. That's going to get the Warriors on the board, their first point of the match.
You don't see Cabrera miss many balls on that left side. That one just off the side wall and out of play.
Ball right on the wall, missed by Stan. That's 4 points for the Fireballs.
Closer that ball is to the side wall, the more difficult it is to get a play on it, whether it's coming off the front wall or off the rebote on the back wall.
Stan missed the serve. That brings it to 5-1. Possible set point for the Fireballs, Jedden and Cabrera.
Jedden absolutely setting the pace of play here. Getting back to the serve line real quick. Getting those serves in just fine.
Stan gets up to this one before it crosses. Nice backhand, wall to wall. Rebote forehand, played up the middle. Stan now, forehand. Low and hard, picked up on the bounce by Cabrera. Scoop by Stan, back in the corner. He floats this one along the wall. Cabrera's there. Catch by Williams now from the left side. That one just clears. Jedden tracks it down, whips it to pass. Beautiful rebote. Stan just lays it up. Jedden comes cross court. Wall to wall from the left side again. Another rebote out for Williams. Makes the left side save. Cabrera. Inside placement. Nobody home for that throw. Point and set. Fireballs win it 6-1. 2 minutes to come back and play. Set number 2. So Jedden and Cabrera take that first set 6-1. Defeated his Williams and Stan team a little bit earlier in the season, exactly 2 months ago. And out again with that 6-1 first set victory.
Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking their breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently playing our second of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. We're in the break in between the first and second set. Jedden coming off a fine first set there, both catching and serve-wise. Cabrera only missed 1 ball. Behind them you see Williams and Stan. Stan having a little difficulty stopping the ball in his cesta. But the communication between these Warriors has been spot on. Cabrera already on the court. It's about 40 seconds to go before we begin our second set. Here we see Ikeda giving Jedden some feedback before going out there. Williams will have the serve for the Warriors to start things off in the second set. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
Clock winding down, ready to begin set 2. Our second set is ready to begin. Williams and Stan. Serve to Jedden and Cabrera.
Scott's on the stage.
There's a serve, set 2 has begun. Catch on the inside by Williams, floated back to Cabrera. Cabrera puts it in the corner, the catch by Stan. Cabrera puts it on the wall. Both Warriors there, but Stan has to save the rebote. Floats back to Cabrera. On the 10 line, backhand, scooped up. Here's Stan. He goes wall-to-wall from the left side. Jed, nice rebote. Stan picks it off in the middle of the court. Low bullet. There's Cabrera. Williams stepping in. He's got it on the left side. Powerful backhand. Right to Cabrera. Cabrera picks that one up off the floor. Backhand right along the wall.
What a catch.
Williams, what a catch. He comes down with the ball. Stan from deep in the backcourt floats one up. It clears. Cabrera's got it on the left side. That one dropped at the feet of Stan. He runs around it, saves the rebote. Here's Jedden on the right side. Powerful throw. Stan now. Stan handles up at the 10. This one goes wall to wall. Jedden all alone for the rebote. It's a tough one. He makes a good save. Williams from the costado. He drops it inside. Back to Cabrera. Be another tough rebote. Stan,
Great save.
Quick turn. Cabrera goes up for it. Backhand from the 8 line. He blasts this one out of reach. It comes shooting off the back wall. Williams in position to save the rebote. Back to Cabrera. He keeps the pressure on. It opens up to the middle of the court. Karam is in the pad. The pad is bad. Jedden Cabrera. First point.
What a point to start the second set off. All 4 players catching and throwing just spot on. Positioning of Williams, Stan, Jedden, and Cabrera. Just really terrific. Stan going for a carom, though, to finish things off. Didn't work.
Williams with the carom. Jedden on the 2 wall. Oh, that's wide. Out of play. Ties things up. 1-1. Williams has the serve.
Yeah, Jedden wanted that 2 wall. He's very good at
badly,
stopping
huh?
it. He's very good at stopping it with on the left side with the costado, throwing 2 walls back. That one just did not land in.
Tough serve, handled by Cabrera along the side wall. Williams up at the 8. Backhand 2 wall, caught low on the right side of Cabrera. That one got away from him on the throw. Up in the overhead screen and out of play. 2 points now for the Warriors.
The right side is not the favored side of Cabrera. That ball got away from him.
Fault under serve. Second serve coming up for Williams.
We're seeing Williams go to that sidearm cortada serve, passing the front quarter, making it difficult for the back quarter to grab it coming off the side wall.
Second serve is good. Cabrera gets up to it. Forehand inside. Right to Stan. Cabrera, good range. He's back there at the 11. Williams down from the 8, backhand 2 wall. That gets by Jed, and it scores. 3-1, Warriors lead.
So I'm guessing that Williams was going for a backhand 2 wall, or that's the way it turned out. If he saw the split placement or not, don't know. That's what it turned out being.
Cabrera advancing on the serve. Hard backhand. Stopped overhead by Stan. Beautiful
Great
catch. Right back to Cabrera. Wall to wall from the left side. Forehand rebote laid up. Back it up. Cabrera makes the catch. Stan wall to wall. This comes out a long way. Jedden tracks it down at the 6. Whips it inside. Right back to Stan. Long way for Jedden to go. Could not get back in there. 4-1, Warriors lead.
Yeah, Cabrera needed Jedden to come play that rebote, but that was quite a run he had to make in order to get there, rather.
Cabrera takes the serve. Backhand low runner. Stan steps up. Not going to let that ball bounce. And that backhand's coming out a long way. Jedden whips it right inside. Good catch by Stan. Back to Cabrera. He's at the 11 line. Hard throw. Picked off in the corner. Backhand clears the overhead screen. Jedden. Good power to the inside. Picked up by Stan. Stan goes wall to wall. Robote forehand laid up. Passing both Warriors. Stan saves the Robote. Catch. All right, Jedden. Jedden whips it out of reach. Williams, that's right on the wall. A tough save. Comes floating back to Cabrera at the 9 line. Low runner inside, backing up. Stan scooped it up. Catch by Cabrera. Low runner. Stan's there again, this time from the 11. Cabrera has to scoop one up.
Oh, what a catch.
Stan picks it off the wall. And this one goes wall to wall. Robote. Jedden backpedals into position. Stops at the 6. Right back up the middle. Here's Stan. Cabrera runs around it. Robote just above the pad. Look at Williams. Gets a throw off. Stopped overhead again. Beautiful control. Backhand. Pulled in by Cabrera. Cabrera lofts it up there. Slows it down for the moment. Stan. All he can behind this one. It clears the overhead screen. Jed over the 3 line. Throws it wall to wall. Now Williams has to save the Robote. He does. Oh, and it scores right along the side wall. Tremendous point. That's 5 and a possible set point for Williams and Stan.
Williams got in front of that. Robote just put it to the inside beautifully.
That really was just perfectly placed.
Absolutely. To get it past Cabrera on the left side, no easy task.
Cabrera picks up that serve, drops it inside. It is there. Catch by Cabrera, back behind him at the 12 line. This one's coming up the middle. Robote left side, play just above the pad. Jen gets to it. Williams looking for that Robote. Tough save, off his footing, right back to Cabrera. Backhand to wall, caught in the air. Whips it from up to the 7 line, and there's Cabrera. Scoop by Stan, back in the corner. Hard throw, that passes. Jed now on the Robote. Robote's in the overhead screen. Point and set. Williams and Stan come back, win it 6-1. We'll have a third set to decide this match. Well, 6-1 in the first set. Oh, and Jed and Cabrera's way. And Williams and Stan. Reversal of fortune. They take set number 2, 6-1.
I mean, the catching of Stan in the second set versus the first set is it's 2 completely different storylines.
Representative of the overall season for Stan too.
Absolutely.
I mean, he has really picked things up in the second half. A big part of the Warriors' run here. There was a time where they were outside of the playoffs and played their way back in, and now pretty much locked into the number 3 seed heading into the playoffs, the defending champion Warriors. But all they need is a spot in the dance, and we've seen these guys, what they can do in the championship.
Here we are on the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. See Williams seated on the bench, Stan standing. Convenient for the alliteration. Communication between these two has been spot on. Again, the catching of Williams has just gotten progressively better throughout 2024, especially in this second half. He's caught some very difficult balls. Positioning on the Robote has been excellent.
And if you're the Fireballs here, I mean, Jed and Cabrera have been one of your better teams. The rest of the slate tonight, you have Manny against Ubia in singles, where Manny's a favorite there. Then Williams and Julian against Jed and Ikeda. Williams and Julian the favorite in that one. Douglas and Nicholas against Inaki and Ubia. Douglas and Nicholas favored. Then Manny and Stan against Hormache and Ikeda. That one you have to give to the Fireballs. But outside of that one, this looks like here Jed and Cabrera the best opportunity for the Fireballs to get some points on this game day. Again, the gap as it stands right now is 5.5 points between the Fireballs and the Cyclones in our season-long standings. The Fireballs have tonight's game day, and then they play next week against the Renegades. Third set, and we'll decide it. There's a serve. Our third set is underway. Forehander Bote, throwing one to wall. Williams left side, he makes a save. Floats it to Cabrera. Cabrera makes the catch, low runner, right back to Stan. Stan goes wall to wall. Here's the rebote, Jedden tracks it down, puts it inside. Stan waits on it. Jedden on the rebote, he fires it inside, picked off the sidewall by Stan. He passes again. Jedden, that's coming back to him, makes the save. Forehand is up in the overhead screen. Jedden and Cabrera get the first point of our third and decisive set.
Stan looking a lot more loose here in the backcourt, but sent that one to the overhead screen. Again, trying to get the ball back. You want to get it up over your opponent's heads. Either hit the back wall or drop it low on the back wall. But you got to keep that overhead screen in mind.
Catch by Stan, deep in the backcourt, floated to the inside. There's Cabrera. Rebote forehand, pushed outside. Jedden stays with it, makes a good save. Stan on the forehand now, powerful throw. Drop to the feet of Cabrera. He's gonna play this one on the rebote. That's well thrown along the inside. Stan just does lay it up. Jedden attacking. Oh, knocked it down. 1-1, we're tied up.
Saw some contact here in the backcourt. We do have somewhat smaller proportions in terms of the area of play, but I don't know, the backcourter's getting kind of close.
And we haven't even seen Ubia yet.
True.
Catch back in the corner by Cabrera. Stan up at the 10 line. Catch overhead again, back there at the 13. Well, Cabrera, all he can behind this one. Jedden out of the way. Williams looking, they track it down. He lays it up with a soft touch. Jedden makes the catch, good control. He passes on the return. Williams calls him off. Diving save is in play. Jedden gets there. Backhand, floated up and out of reach. Williams has to get in there again. He does make the save. Jedden comes cross court. There's the backhand, floated along the wall.
What a
Stan
catch.
with a great catch. Now Cabrera on the forehand, slows it down, comes back up the middle of the court. Stan, low runner, picked off the wall by Cabrera. Williams comes cross court, makes the catch, backhand opens up. Jedden's got it on the inside. Jed looking to pass. He does, wall to wall, forehand of Bote. Stand in the middle of the court from the 11 line, puts it back inside. Jedden reaching back behind him, cuts it off. He goes wall to wall. Williams has to make the save. He does. It's a 2-wall. He's on the floor, just does get up. Cabrera powers it inside, but right back to Stan. Jedden tracks it down with a swing and a miss. 2-1. Williams and Stan lead.
Yeah, Jedden is more than capable of throwing that rebote. Just looked like he tried to get a little extra oomph on it.
Yeah. Good hard serve, handled by Cabrera. This one dropped along the wall. Another great catch by Stan. Passes easily. Up at the 4 line, Jedden tracks it down. That's a tough one. Williams hangs with it. Makes a good save on the rebote. From the left side, trying to pass. Stan reaches back behind him. This one comes out a little lower. Jedden makes a play. Up the middle now. Here's Stan on the right side. Forehand clears. Well, Cabrera makes a good scoop on the right side. Back to Williams now. Williams floats it up along the wall. Good catch by Cabrera. Williams back behind him at the 10 line. Cuts off another. This one floated up the middle. Cabrera gets to it. Stan keeps this one on the left side. Hard throw. Handled by Cabrera. Cabrera from the 12. This opens up. Right back to Williams. He's got it on the right side. Right back up the middle. Here's Cabrera. Williams, Costano just above the pad. Cabrera steps up before the second bounce. This one close to the side wall. Williams makes a save. Back to Cabrera. Cabrera floats one out of reach. Williams, another 2-wall. Comes up the middle. Cabrera stops it. Cabrera low and hard. Right back to Stan, though. Stan now fires from the right side. Going to be a tough for Bote. Cabrera with a quick turn. Williams comes cross court. Drop shot. Not droppy enough. Jedden on the right side. Fires it just above the pad. And it scores. That ties things up, 2-2.
Lots of activity in that point. Lots of activity.
Yeah. Take another look at this. And got caught between drop shot and a 2-wall.
Looks like Williams ducked under his arm. Again, they've been getting pretty close. Too close for comfort? Yeah, I think that's the case.
Fault under serve. Second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Stan rifles the backhand. Jedden alone for the rebote. He makes a good save right up the middle. Tough one. Williams.
Great save.
Not a lot of time to react. He's got it. It's floating back to Jedden. Drop to the inside. Here's Stan. Oh, Stan, what a backhand. Jedden all the way up to the 3 line. Puts it back inside. Stan's got it. Quick turn. Right back to Cabrera. Cabrera passing. Looking for the rebote is Williams. He gets out there. Back up the middle. Jedden reaching out. Oh, it's right along the wall and scoring. Perfectly placed again with a soft touch. The Fireballs lead 3-2.
That was a great throw by Jedden. It was a fine catch, nice throw, and a good duck by Williams.
Fault under serve. Coming up. Williams out of the way of that second serve. Stan picks it up from the backcourt. There's one coming up the middle. Jedden on the rebote. Just above the pad to the inside. Stan rather gets up to it. He blasts the backhand along the wall. Jedden, nice save. Williams again, off his footing, lays it up. Cabrera charging down the inside, picks it up at the 9-line, low bullet. Here's Stan. Stan passing now. Jedden alone for the rebote. It's a save up at the 6-line, back inside, that's Stan. Low runner scooped by Cabrera, back in the corner, hard throw. Williams lays it up, a little more power, right back to Jedden though. Jedden floats one out of reach. Rebote, fire just above the pad. Jedden gets up to it, but juggling on the catch of Jedden. It's 3-3, Williams and Stan serve.
That thing that Williams did, was that his signal for juggling?
It must be a new one.
I hadn't seen that before.
Oh, tough catch by Cabrera back there in the corner. And this one passes Robote left side, hooked into the pad. Jedin and Cabrera with a big point. They lead 4-3.
Williams with his arm up saying basically that was on me. Yep, was on you. You hooked it into the pad.
Oh, Stan slipped as he threw the backhand. Still passes. Jedin right back to the inside on the wall. Robote dug out by Stan. Right back to Jedin. He passes from the left side. Robote. Williams lays it up. Clears the overhead screen. Cabrera just does get up to it. Backhand two-wall is too low. That's 5 points for Jedin and Cabrera. Possible set and a possible match point.
I hate to say that shots aren't Stan's thing, but they haven't been tonight. Catching on the left side's been spot on. Gets the ball to the back wall very well. When he's gone for kill shots, just has not been working for him.
Under serve, first fault. Second serve for Jedin. Second serve is good. Stan. Oh, that's up in the overhead screen. Point, set, and match. Jedin and Cabrera take it in 3 sets, taking the final set 6-3. More importantly, 1.5 points added to the Fireball season total, courtesy of Jedin and Cabrera. Needed all 3 sets, but they get it done. 6-3 in the final one. Coming up next, we'll see Manny against Ubia in 3rd Division of singles. Take a look at that game day scoreboard after that doubles win by Jedin and Cabrera. Fireballs now 48.5 points on the season. They move within 4 of tying that 4th and final playoff spot. So really, if you're the Fireballs, you're hoping for 4.5 points and then don't have to worry about any sort of tiebreaker there for the final playoff spot. Coming up next, so you see Ubia going up against Manny in singles. Manny played his career in Division 2. Tough singles competitor against Ubia, who moved up from Division 4 this past season. Before we get to that, we're going to hear from our winners, Jedin and Cabrera. They're the Fireball's 6th-ranked team. Guys, you come in with 2 game days left in the regular season. You needed 5.5 points to get back into the playoffs. How important was this win to get some momentum started for your team?
It was very important. The ball is in our court. We control our own destiny. So the boss man came to us and said we got to pull out 4 some type of way. So this is one of the 4. Hopefully we goes out there and win some points, and we continue to put ourselves in playoff position.
Absolutely, and Cabrera, the catching in the backcourt is as good as ever. What is it like playing in this division for the first time?
Yeah, it's a little more challenging, I think, because some of the guys in the lower ranks are a little more unpredictable. So they can throw shots in certain places where you might not expect, and it's always an adjustment. I know Williams and Stan, it's their first season playing together. That's the second time we played them, and they played incredible. They've been playing better and better every time. So yeah, it's just I don't know.
Well, no, we appreciate the time, guys, and it's a big win for your team. Let's see what happens up here next with Ubia. Thank you, guys.
I want to still say go Fireballs.
Coming up next here, we've got 3rd Division of singles. We see Ubia up against Manny. Ubia this year 0-4 in the 3rd Division of singles. He moved up from Division 4, where he played last year and the previous season. It's a bit of an adjustment here different group of players. In Manny, the savvy veteran, he's as tough as it gets. And the carom, the shots, I mean, all of them have really been working the last couple of weeks.
Especially in the practices, he's been nailing that carom from the forehand just beautifully.
And Manny at 3-1, this will be his final match as well. Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our next match. A singles match representing the Fireballs. We have number 32, Ubia. And for the Warriors, number 60, Manny.
Manny serves, we begin. Ubia with the backhand from the 10 line to the inside. Manny high and hard at the back wall. Ubia on the rebote. Manny will take this in the air. Rebote forehand by Manny. Here's Ubia from the 10 line. Rebote left side to the inside. Big bounce stopped by Ubia. Rebote forehand inside. Ubia keeps it on the forehand. Light touch. Caught by Manny. Here's the backhand. Rebote hooked. First point goes to Manny of the Warriors. He serves.
Well, that point is, it's a good illustration that Ubia has shown tremendous improvement throughout his career in singles.
No question about it.
I mean, he's moving up on the ball. He's very comfortable up in the front court. He's just lacking that go-to shot, really. Goes with the drop shot. Manny able to track it down and then gets that first point a little bit later on.
Here's the backhand by Ubia. Manny going for the rebote. High to the front wall. Big bounce. Beautiful catch by Ubia. Powerful forehand. That clears the overhead screen. Manny comes out.
Oh,
that counts. He knocked it up to the front wall. Ubia made the catch. That's going to the outside. That will score. Well played by both players. We're tied up 1-1. Ubia serves for the Fireballs.
What a great rebote save by Manny. I mean, all you have to do is make contact, like a baseball swing, hit it up there. That's totally legal. But Ubia right into the backhand 2-wall. Not expecting that one. And it scores.
Very well done.
Ubia throws some unexpected shots. Sometimes it works in his favor and sometimes it backfires, but see a good one there. And he loves that backhand 2-wall.
Here's the backhand by Manny. Ubia reaching up. Karam is out. 2 points for Manny of the Warriors. He serves.
Going with the carom, just overthrew it a little bit, pushed it wide.
Here's the backhand by Ubia, low and hard to the inside. Manny's there. Backhand from the 8 line to the corner, out to the rebote. Manny from the 9 line. Rebote forehand by Ubia to pass. Rebote left side, it's a 2-all. Lands in and scores. 3 points for Manny of the Warriors, who serves.
For a backcourter, Manny has a pretty complete package of shots, too. I mean, this one off the rebote with the 2-wall here. Snaps it in. Ubia's up in front of him and not going to get there on the outside.
Here's the backhand by Ubia to the inside. Rebote. Forehand by Manny. Backhand going wall to wall. Rebote forehand, low and hard. Manny's there. Manny back to the inside of the court. Ubia on the backhand. Backhand 2-all thrown quickly to score. 2 points for Ubia of the Fireballs. He serves.
And it was a pretty good fake again. I mean, in the middle of the court here, you're not really expecting someone to throw a backhand 2-all from this position. Manny caught taking a step the other way. and the ball's by him before he can react.
Ball is stuck on the side. Just stuck out of view. The net runs all the way to the side where it says Bet Rivers. They retrieve the ball. That's fortunate because Ubi is about to serve. Fault over serve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line.
Yeah, if they just stood out there and swung their arms, it'd be more like
Here's a backhand by Manny to the inside. Ubia turns to make the rebote. Manny takes it on the bounce. Karam, thrown to score. 4 points for Manny of the Warriors. He serves.
Well, there's the Karam. If Ul was going to come out at some point, pretty much the same as we've seen all year. Over the top, from the right side, sidewall, front wall, lands in, and it scores.
Just opens up really well.
Manny's so precise. He flirts with that boundary line, but very rarely does he throw it out of play.
Here's a backhand by Ubia. Rebote. Rebote forehand by Manny. Ubia is there. Low and hard from the backhand of Ubia. Manny to the outside. That lands outside of play. 3 points for Ubia of the Fireballs. He has the serve.
And all this great stuff and great shot making from Manny, and still it's just a 1 point deficit for Ubia here. He's just been hanging around in all these singles matches. I mean, he's 0-4, but he took Ferronda to the final point, the third set. I mean, he's had a lot of good performances here.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line.
And the one advantage he does have is the power. I mean, every match he plays, he will throw the ball harder than his opponent. In this division, for sure.
No question about it, both on the forehand and backhand. There's a backhand by Manny to pass right to the corner, out to the rebote. Catch by Manny. Rebote left side, high to the front wall. Manny makes the catch midcourt. Back to the inside. Catch by Ubia. Rebote 2-all. Drops in. Ubia makes the catch. Karam lands in. Stopped by Manny. Manny hard to the inside where it will score. Well played by both players. Manny has 5 points and a possible set point.
You know, Manny always sniffs out where the ball's going. And take a look here, 2-wall. It opens up. Ubia tracks it down. Look at this forehand back over the top. Manny with a great read, gets out to it pretty easily. And then this return, too much space on the inside. He finds it for a 5-3 lead. Chance to close out the set.
Ball over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Here's a backhand by Ubia to the inside. Manny's there. Backhand from the 9 line to the corner. Rebote save just above the pad. Here's Manny. Karam caught the pad. Any part of the pad is bad. That's 4 points for Ubia. He serves. Yeah, Manny flirts on the Karam with the pad. He gets it real close. Sets up a very difficult catch for his opponent. That time caught the top of it.
This one I got done praising the precision. Finally, just one clipping a part of that pad on the way back down. Keeps Ubia in it.
Hard serve by Ubia. Here's the backhand by Manny. Wall to wall out to the rebote. Powerful throw by Ubia. Manny, rebote. Ubia takes it on the bounce. Fakes the carom, puts it inside. Manny for the rebote. Very much to the inside at the sidewall. Tough grab by Ubia.
Oh, not that one.
Backhand 2-all. Stopped by Manny. The carom by Manny will score. Point and set for Manny and the Warriors. Winning the first set 6-4. 2 minutes go up on the board. Come back out. Player next set.
Went to the well one too many times here with the backhand 2-all. And the last one here, Manny finishes it off with a carom.
And a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City League Fronton in Miami, Florida, currently playing. 1, 2, 3. I had a count.
Well, match 3.
The third of 6 scheduled matches on the game day.
See Douglas back here with Manny. Talking in the DraftKings players cage. Now you see what it takes to win these singles matches in Battle Court. The first one, Douglas and Inaki, was a lot of shots, a lot of costado. Maybe not as many costados as you see here in this matchup, but still aggressive play typically wins out, and Manny a little more precise and a little more aggressive there in that first set.
We have a combination of new players and a lot of veterans in the sport. And Manny, the veteran of this roster, been with us, judged in the very beginning. Helped out with some training, as always. Been the cesta maker, but quite the player since first beginning his professional career, 1996 or 97. 2001 here in the United States. And here he is.
Still going strong. Playing some of the best in his singles career this season.
Absolutely. We're ready to begin our second set. We'll be able to have the serve for the Fireballs. Two all, stopped by Manny. Manny with that high bounce carom. Stopped by Ubia. Ubia sends this 3-wall play home to score. First point of the second set goes to Ubia.
Ubia able to track down this, to look at this attempt by Manny. Carom with a big bounce. But look at Ubia though. Able to track it down, and when he does make that stop, he goes for the 3-wall. See how that really opened up off the back wall?
That's where his power really helps him.
Yeah. First point here, set 2.
Ball over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the catch by Manny, backhand to the inside. Rebote, forehand. Rebote, forehand. Here's the catch by Manny. Manny faked the carom, put it inside to score.
What a fake.
1-1. Manny serves for the Warriors.
Yeah, everything was pointing like he was going to throw the 2-wall, except the basket. Just dropped it over the top to the inside. Opens up like he's throwing the carom. Ubia falls for it, but Just got to watch that ball. Kept inside and scoring.
There's the backhand by Ubia. Bote's on the wall. Well played by Manny. Here's Ubia. Big step. Karam. Stopped by Manny. Karam by Manny opens up. Ubia stopped it. Rifles this one for the 3-wall play. Manny, eyes on the rebote. Inside placement will score. That's 2 points for Manny of the Warriors. He serves.
Good thing Ubia ducked there. I mean, he was in the throwing lane back in the middle of the court, right as Manny's trying to play that rebote. Had to duck. Manny found the space.
Here's a backhand by Ubia. Rebote comes in low. Manny makes a save. Ball in and out of the cesta midcourt about the 7 line. That's a 3rd point for Manny of the Warriors. He serves.
Ubia just attacking that floating ball up there on the right side. Saw it earlier in the game day. See it again right now.
If you're not familiar with Jai-Alai, just getting comfortable with the concept that the slower the ball happens to be moving, the more difficult it is to catch. Can be a tough one. Here's a backhand by Ubia. That lands in and scores. Well thrown. 2 points for Ubia of the Fireballs. He serves.
Slight hesitation by Manny because it looked for a moment like maybe this ball was going to sail off the court. But, I mean, no, maybe not. From our view, potentially, but Manny had it lined up, just went under the basket. Rare miss.
Beautiful serve. Excellent catch by Manny. Here's Ubia. Backhand, powerfully thrown. Rebote, forehand, low and inside. Rebote forehand by Manny. Ubia makes the catch. Backhand 2-all. Manny catches this one in the air. Going for that 3-wall play. That one lands in and scores. 4 points for Manny of the Warriors. He has the serve.
Well, Manny going with the high 3-wall play from the outside. Hits the front wall, the side wall. Opens up off the back wall and into the screen before Ubia can play that rebote. Catching 3 walls and scoring. Back to a 2-point lead.
Here's a backhand by Ubia. Rebote forehand. Ubia makes the catch down low. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Rebote left side by Manny for the big bounce. Ubia has it at the 5 line. Rebote. Caught by Ubia midcourt. Karam by Ubia. Stopped by Manny. Manny goes high again for that 3-wall play. That will land in and score. 5 points for Manny. That gives him possible set, possible match point.
Oh, and Manny makes that catch on the outside. Ubia's first step is up and towards the inside part of the court. Once Manny sees that, all he knows he's just got to get it overhead, hit it off the back wall, and it'll open up. Second time in a row. Now with a chance to win this match.
Here's a backhand by Ubia. Rebote forehand. Caught by Ubia. Ubia, big step, back to the inside. Rebote for the big bounce. Tough catch by Ubia. Backhand. Caught by Manny. Manny for the 2-wall. Ubia reads it, stops it on the forehand. Hard throw takes off. Manny eyes on the rebote. Rifles it back to the outside to score.
Wow.
That is point, set, and match for Manny, taking it in straight sets. 6-4, 6-2 for the Warriors.
Clinical performance there by Manny. 6-4, 6-2. He adds another point for his Warriors, taking that one in straight sets. Coming up next, we'll move over to the 5th division of doubles. We'll see Williams and Julin up against Jedin and Ikeda. Final look here, 2-wall. Tracked down by Ubia. Ubia comes over the top. Look at Manny. His first step is actually up towards the front wall. Rebote stays outside and it scores. Wow. quickly on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one. Take a look at that game day scoreboard after that win by Manny. The Warriors have won both singles matches today. You see those 2 points. Fireballs have won the only doubles. That was Jed and Cabrera. Manny finishes up his singles season with a record of 4-1, one of the best records in Division III. Here is Manny, winner of that last match. Manny, Ubia is one of the most powerful opponents in this group. How were you able to slow him down tonight and get the win?
Manny, Ubia es uno de los oponentes más poderosos en esta división. ¿Cómo logras mantenerlo en el rincón y lograr ganar?
Bueno, estar focus en la pelota,
Just keep focus on the ball.
porque tira mucho de reversa por abajo, fuerte, y te puede sorprender.
He throws a lot of things that are underhanded and he can just surprise you, so you're just being careful.
Atento a ese tiro, y si va por dentro sale de rebote.
Just looking out for that shot. If it goes to the inside, just going for the rebote.
So, esa era la clave.
That's all.
Awesome, Manny. Well executed strategy. Great playing today. Congratulations on a great single season.
Gracias.
Coming up next, moving over to doubles. 5th division matchup. Jed and Ikeda ready to take on Williams and Julian. Williams and Julian with a record of 6-3. One of the better teams here in Division 5. Jed and Ikeda been an up and down season for them, but still 4-4 overall. First matchup between these two teams, I should say. Williams and Julian got the win. Second and final matchup between these two here in the regular season. Fireballs still stand 4 points out of the final playoff spot. Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our next match. 5th division doubles. Representing the Fireballs, we have Jedden and Ikeda. And for the Warriors, it's Williams and Julian.
Get a chance to see the cousins in the front court, an all cousins front court again.
We begin our next match. Jedden picks the serve, whips it out of reach. Julian a long way. That rebote escaped. Good effort, but Jedden and Ikeda get that first point.
That's literal definition of escape. Ball sits too deep in the cesta, isn't up towards the tip. You go to throw it, shoots straight out.
Here's Ikeda from the 10 line. Forehand. Back to Julian there in the corner. Ikeda steps around it. Left side rebote. Makes the save. Williams attacking. Up at the 5 line. Lays it back. Right to Ikeda though. Well, Julian crouching down. He's got it on the right side. Forehand. Picked off by Jedden. Julian from the 11 line puts it up the middle, right back to Jedden. Jedden's backhand is up in the overhead screen. That's out of play. Williams and Julian tied up 1-1. Ikeda, soft touch on the forehand is dropped in the pad, and that pad is bad.
A little too soft, my oh my.
Well, under serve, second serve coming up. Serve is good. Ikeda from the backcourt drops it inside. Here's Williams. Catch by Jedden, floated back to Julian. Julian up at the 10 line. That one caught the corner. Ikeda steps up, makes the catch in the air. Forehand play to the inside. Julian now back over the top. Cut off by Ikeda. Tough for Bote, played along the sidewall. Jedden, he's got it up at the 7, fires it out of reach. Robote's coming out. Julian rather makes a save. Ikeda comes out over the top, big bounce. Controlled by Julian again on the right side. Jedden reaching back behind him. Drops this one up the middle. Julian calls him off. Julian fires it back inside. Ikeda with a great read. Ikeda high and hard. This one passing. Julian out there for the Robote. Scoop by Ikeda. Ikeda fires it up the middle. Robote by Julian. Kind of splits them up. Ikeda's got to come cross court. Drops this one back over to the top. Julian picks it up. Low and hard to the inside. Ikeda with the scoop. Catch by Williams now. Williams low runner above the pad. Jedden reaches in. Makes the stop. But the backhand is up in the overhead screen. That's out of play. 3-1. Warriors lead.
Oftentimes difficult to understand how the ball, you see them catching and throwing, has the ball hit the overhead screen like that. Jedden wanting to get the ball back over his opponent's heads. Just sent it too high.
Oh, Julian back there in the corner. He's got it on the right side. Comes over the top. Ikeda saves the Robote. Julian fires it back to him, back it up. Ikeda keeps it on the right side. Goes out high off the front wall. What a stop by Williams, reaching out right to Jedden. Jedden whips it inside from the costado. Julian takes it in the air. Right back to Ikeda. He stops this one. Ikeda missed ball there in the middle of the court. That brings it to 4-1.
Ikeda's catching has been pretty much well spot on his last couple outings, especially backing up for Machea. That one, bit of a wonky bounce, just bounced out of his cesta.
Ikeda steps up to that serve. Backhand comes up the middle. Williams now. Ikeda from the 11 line, forehand inside. Here's Julian. Catch by Jedden up overhead. Backhand stays inside. Julian runs under it. Julian from the 9, outside placement. Oh, it's tipped. 5 points and a possible set point for Williams and Julian.
That ball came fast right up the middle. There was a bunch of traffic right about where the ball was coming up. Hard throw. Yeah, you see, yeah.
Oh, what a stop by Ikeda. Keeps it going. Loaded up the middle. Here's Williams. Backhand 2-wall. Stopped by Jedden. Jedden whips it inside. Williams out of the way. Here's Julian from the backcourt. Catch by Ikeda. Ikeda high to the inside. Right on the wall. Julian has to save the Robote on the back end. Jedden cuts it off. Hard throw. Picked off the side wall. Julian throws this one out of reach. Robote forehand. Fired to the inside and passing. Another Robote. Julian makes it. Right back to Jedden, though. He cuts it off. Keeps the pressure on. Out on the forehand. Ikeda fires this one at the feet of Julian. Going to be a tough save. That dies off the back wall. That's a second point for the Fireball. Still possible set point for Williams and Julian.
Yeah, Julian was set up for to make the Robote. It just died in front of him.
Fault over serve, second serve for Jedden.
Jedden trying an outside serve. It was outside, but also over.
Williams picks that second serve. Karam scores. Point and set. Williams ends at 6-2. 2 minutes. We'll come back and play our second set. 6-2, Williams and Jewell with some shot making there by Williams to close it out.
Here we have some replays from that first set. There's a serve by Jedden, picked off by Williams. And Williams, a 2-all, sidearm 2-all off the serve. Aggressive play paying off there for Williams and Julian. So the Warriors take the first set 6-2. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. See Williams there on the bench. Apparently has a good tie, keeping his cesta tied on. Same thing with Julian. This team has done really surprisingly well throughout Fall Battle Court. Ikeda with a couple misses there in that first set. About a minute to go before we begin our second obligatory set. For those of you not familiar with Battle Court, first team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. There's focus on Jedden. Ubia seating on the bench just behind him, having played singles against Manny. Ikeda is up, headed to the court.
We are ready to begin set number 2. Jenny Ikeda serve. There's a serve. Set 2 has begun. Robote forehand laid up. Williams makes a catch. Williams from the Costano fires it up the middle. Good catch by Ikeda. Ikeda back to the inside now. Julian with a great scoop. To the inside. Here's Julian now from the 11 line. Forehand comes in. Oh, what a stop catch by Ikeda, crashing into the side wall. Jed now puts it on the wall. Julian is there with the catch. Hard throw. Ikeda steps out of the way. Jedden alone for the rebote and sends it up in the overhead screen. First point of set 2 goes to the Warriors.
Yeah, that ball kicked off the front wall straight into the overhead screen. Jedden trying to get the ball back to pass. Got to keep that overhead screen boundary in mind.
Get a high to the inside, picked up by Julian. Rote forehand. Big bounce. Julian controls it up at the 9. Ikeda makes the catch along the inside. This one dropping low. Julian steps up. Julian fires it back to Ikeda. He lets it pass. Robote saved on the back end. Julian stays up there now at the 7. Plays this one to pass. Ikeda looking for the Robote. Sets up, plays it on the inside. How about another one? Coming right up the middle. Ikeda has it in the air. Sidearm carom is out. 2 points for Williams and Julian.
Look, Julian was set up in the middle of the court, catching everything. Agree with the 2-wall, no question. Good shot selection by Ikeda. Just had to execute. Had he thrown it as a regular carom, a little bit more 3/4 or over the top, probably wouldn't have opened up quite that much.
Yep. Ikeda runs under that serve. Powerful throw back inside. And saves the rebote. Catch by Ikeda. Ikeda another carom. That one's in. Williams stops it. Williams whipped it back inside. Magic City bounce. That'll make it 3-0.
Tell you, Williams has been spot on all night. Catching, rebotes. He's just been playing better and better straight as 2024 progresses.
Ikeda stops a serve, backhand floated inside. Julian steps up again. Low runner, taken in by Ikeda. Ikeda passes from the left side. Rebote, floated up high to the inside. Ikeda attacking, makes a stop. Back over the top. Here's Julian waiting on the inside. Hard throw at the feet of Ikeda. Oh, he scoops it up. Julian now on the outside. Williams ducks. Ikeda goes for the scoop. The rebote not there. 4 in a row for Williams and Julian.
It's one of those, did you see that? Nope, neither did I.
Ikeda, forehand blasted back into the corner. Julian picks it up. Sidearm play. Jen's there to cut it off. Backhand, floated to Williams. Good high scoop made on the left side of Ikeda. He floats it up to Julian, who he takes off. He's got it up at the center line, fires it over the top. There's another good catch by Ikeda. Julian's back there at the 10 line. Hard throw, trying to pass. Ikeda now on the forehand. Comes out over the top, looking to cross the side wall. Somehow Julian comes away with it.
Great catch.
Jed now, good control. Drops it inside for Julian. Julian fires it back to Ikeda, back in the corner.
What a catch.
Somehow he comes away with it. Julian back on the right side. Crossing the sidewall, Ikeda now. Big bounce. Julian controls it. Julian fires it back to the inside. Ikeda crashing in. He comes out over the top. Right to Julian. Julian slows it down. Changes it up. Ikeda whips it right back to him. Julian going to let it pass and play the rebote on the back end. Jen attacks up high on the right side. Soft touch. Julian steps up. Ikeda from the 11 line, puts it up to the 9. That's Julian. Catch off the sidewall. Ikeda stands, drops it up to Julian again. He's at the 10 line, powerful throw. Oh, Ikeda runs under it. Forehand play to the inside. Julian is there. Julian, splitter, cut off by Jed. And it scores on the return. First point of the second set. That goes to the Fireballs.
No shutout here in the second set.
What a catch back there in the corner. Julian from the left side, low runner, back to Ikeda. Ikeda, forehand. Oh, drops between the Warriors, but Julian lines it up on the back end. Jen cuts it off. Backhand to the inside, floated out of reach. Williams calls to take it. He missed the rebote on the left side. Second point for Jen and Ikeda.
Rebotes and catching have been spot on for Williams tonight. No, he missed one earlier, in the earlier match rather.
Ikeda over the top, play to the inside. There's Julian. Rebote forehand, Jed makes a tough save, back up the middle. Julian stops it on the bounce, fires it inside. Ikeda lets it pass, tough rebote. He makes a save, big bounce. Julian comes cross court, great control. Puts this one up the middle. Here's Ikeda now. Forehand crossing on the sidewall. Julian lines up the rebote again. Tough catch by Ikeda, back behind him, comes out over the top. Crossing the wall, Julian on the hop, comes away with it. Catch by Jed, and he puts it on the wall. Lets it pass front ways, lines it up on the back end. Jed with a 2-wall. It lands in, and it scores. 3 points for Jed and Ikeda.
Excellent throw by Jedden. 2-all lands in and scores. Some discussion as to whether or not they want to review it, but basically their fellow players are telling them not to. That was in.
Well, I think it was a good call, but playing on. Catch on the inside here by Ikeda. Looking to pass. He does. Julian. Robote save up at the 10 line. Jed slides in, picks it up on the bounce. Julian blasts it up at the 9 line. Jed takes off, stops up at the 6, fires Robote to the outside. Julian looking forward. He has to make a diving save.
Tough one.
Ikeda backed up to the 12, picks it off the wall, floats it to Williams. Dances around that ball. Here's Ikeda now from the 11. Back over the top, Julian gets in there. Outside placement, it lands in. Robote not played. 5 points, a possible set and a possible match point for Williams and Julian.
That ball came out fast. Ikeda tried to adjust. See both fireballs going out there. Ikeda just not able to get his cesta in front of it.
Ikeda up at the 10 line, powerful backhand coming up the middle. Williams left side Robote, played back to Ikeda. Up at the 9 line, comes over the top. Julian is there. Julian fires it low and hard at the feet of Ikeda. What a stop. Julian steps back to the 13 line, puts it inside, runs around this one and plays the Robote on the backhand. Puts it inside there to Julian. Julian fires it outside. Ikeda had it, but could not make the catch. Point, set, and match. Williams and Julian take it in straight sets, 6-2, 6-3. And with that win, the Warriors now have 3.5 points on the game day. The Fireballs just 1.5.
You say that the, what's his name?
See Williams and Julian there, and Williams coming off the court after that win.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 5th match of the game day has been forfeited by the Fireballs due to injury. Once again, the 5th scheduled game has been forfeited by the Fireballs due to injury. We will move on to the 6th scheduled match featuring Manny and Stan for the Warriors and Ikeda and Ubia for the Fireballs.
Yeah. We're going to hear from our winning team, Williams and Julian, back together. You guys have been playing so well now in the second half of the season. You guys had your ring ceremony tonight. What's it going to take to get back in that championship and ultimately get the win?
Just going back to the basics, man. After we did our introductions, I called the team together for a quick meeting and told everybody, man, let's stay focused. Let's not get in our head about our rings from last year. Let's stay focused on the goal this year, and that's going back.
Yeah, and how comfortable are you guys feeling as a team headed into the playoffs now that you've secured your spot?
Man, we're great, man. Like, me and Julian have a great chemistry. You know, I love him, man. I don't have to do anything out there but just play my part, man. And he takes control, man. That's why I love playing with this guy.
Awesome, guys. Appreciate the time. Congratulations on yet another win.
Let's go, Warriors! Good job, baby.
All right, so coming up next, you heard the announcement as we're making it in-house from Stu, but match number 5, Inaki is going to be out with injury. So match number 5, Douglas and Nicholas against Inaki and Ubia, has been forfeited by the Fireballs, so the Warriors will get the win. We'll be moving on to our 6th and final match, which will feature Manny and Stan against Ikeda and Ubia, not Hormachea and Ikeda still.
That is correct. We actually have two injured players with the Fireballs. So representing the Fireballs will be Ikeda in the front court and Ubia in the back court.
So again, Hormachea not playing in this one. Originally scheduled with Ikeda here in the 4th Division team, but it will be Ubia as the official sub. Ubia will be subbing for Hormachea, but Ikeda will slide up to the front and Ubia will move to his natural position there in the backcourt. Just about ready to begin this final match here. 4th Division doubles. You see Manny and Stan against Ikeda and Ubia. Again, Ubia subbing for Hormachea. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our final match here of the game day. Match number 5, Inaki and Ubia against Douglas and Nicholas, has been forfeited. Move over here to match number 6. Representing the Warriors, we have the team of Manny and Stan. And for the Fireballs, it's the team of Ikeda and Ubia.
Manny serves, we begin. Here's a catch by Stan, backhand to the inside. Stan on the catch, here's the backhand. Ubia, big backhand, straight to the corner. Robote, forehand by Manny. Ooh, late pickup, but a fine catch by Ubia. Ball tipped in the corner. First point of this set goes to the Fireballs, Ikeda and Ubia.
You got to look at the bigger picture here for the Fireballs. They have one match left tonight, and then they have all 6 doubles matches in their next game day against the Renegades, who are the #1 seed. You got to be realistic here, and you think there's 3 points on the board potentially that day. They're 4 behind the Cyclones right now, so that would mean that this match is almost a must-win if they want to really give themselves a good shot to get into the playoffs. Got Ikeda and Ubia out there.
Here's a backhand by Ubia to the inside. Stan with the tip ball at the 11 line. 2 points for Ikeda and Ubia. Ikeda has a serve for the Fireballs.
And the key, you just got to attack Stan in the backcourt. He played great in that first match with his catching in the backcourt, but as the match progressed, a couple more errors, and simply you want to throw it to Manny or you want to throw it to Stan here in this match. The season on the line, you got to let Stan beat you, not the veteran Manny.
There's a backhand by Stan. Ubia is there, backhand from the 11 line. Low runner caught the pad. Manny and Stan are on the board with a point. Manny has the serve for the Warriors.
Yeah, trying to thread the needle, get that low runner just above the pad, and any part of that pad, though, if you touch it, it's out of play. Gives the Warriors the first point of this one.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's a backhand by Ubia to the inside. Robote. Ubia on the backhand, low and hard. Low runner will score. Powerfully thrown by Ubia. That's 3 points for Fireballs, Ikeda and Ubia. Ikeda has the serve.
And this matchup for Stan is, I don't think he's faced Ubia in any doubles rank. with
these
his
balls
power.
these balls are coming at him very fast.
Exactly. It is a different look than what he's used to, and finally got one on the wall, forcing that miss.
Here's a backhand by Stan. Ubi is there. Stan from the 10 line to the inside. Ubia. Robote left side by Manny. Ikeda attacks, has it on the forehand. Straight to the backcourt. Stands there. There's a backhand by Ubia. Stan takes it in the air. Backhand from the 11 line. Powerful forehand by Ikeda. Robote dropping low. Manny makes a save. Ikeda will let it pass. Here's a backhand to the inside. What a catch by Stan. Robote by Manny. Ikeda moves in at the 7 line. Manny on the forehand. Ubi is there. Robote left side. Here's a catch by Ikeda. Ubi from the 11 line. Backhand to the inside. Here's a backhand by Ikeda. Stan makes the catch. Robote. Forehand save by Manny at the side wall. Nicely played. Here's Ikeda from the 7 line. Crossing the side wall. Manny's there. Backhand from the 9 line. Robote coming out. Robote forehand by Manny. Here's a catch by Ikeda. Ikeda to the inside. Manny's there. Backhand again from the 9 line. Ikeda calls for the Robote. Plays it to the inside. Manny keeps the Robote. Ikeda attacks. He's at the 3 line. Blasts it hard to the inside. Stan for the save. Hits the overhead screen. 4 points for Ikeda and Ubiya of the Fireballs. Ikeda has the serve. Ikeda moving up on the ball well. Communication with Ubiya seems to be pretty good.
Yeah,
Manny really being dominant in the front from the front court.
Yeah, and good job on Ikeda. He finally switched it up. Every time he had it up in the front, he was throwing it high back into the corner and forcing Stan to make that catch, which he's proven he can make now in the second half of this season. Second time around, the one that killed the point, kept it low and hard, blasted it right to him, forced him to make a decision. Now, this is not the Stan we saw back in early September. This is a completely different player and a guy that you can't just let miss balls back there. He won't do it.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. The good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Andrew. Stan on the forehand. Right side to the inside. Ubia takes it on the bounce. Robote saved by Manny. That had the distance. Here's Ikeda. Karen by Ikeda.
Got it.
Lands in and scores. That's 5 points for the Fireballs. Ikeda and Ubia. Possible set point.
Yeah, and Fireballs step it up here in an important match. I think the carom was maybe the riskiest of the throws he could have made with Manny standing on the ground there. I mean, you never want to give your opponent a chance to make a play on the outside. I think the drop shot would have ended it pretty easily, but
Manny read Ikeda's body language perfect.
Manny read it, still couldn't get out there, 5-1.
Here's a backhand by Stan, high and hard to the back wall. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Stan, alone for the Robote, will not make the play. Point and set for Ikeda and Ubia, taking the first set for the Fireballs, 6-1.
Ikeda and Ubia strike first there in that opening set. They win 6-1 exactly what the Fireballs needed here. They had to forfeit match number 5. Inaki dealing with an injury still to that right side. He wasn't 100%. Fireballs forfeited that one, and then Hormachea unable to go in this match. So Ubia had to step in. Ikeda moves up to the front. Ubia goes to the back. A whole load of changes, and still C6 won a pretty good result for the Fireballs.
Ubia is one of those situations where you would never put him in the front.
No, yeah, not a front quarter, but you could argue, I mean, in this matchup with Manny up there in the front and Stan in the back, his power may be, you know, a little bit of an advantage here in tripping up Stan a few times in that first set. You love what Hormachea brings you in the front with the shot making, but, you know, Manny, he's a tough opponent. Back here in the DraftKings players cage.
Ikeda on the bench looking much different than he did in the last match. Far more locked in, concentrating, came up with a good first set. Again, he's been playing well in the backcourt, but for the most part throughout his career has played front court.
Yep.
He's got the serve, he's got the shots. Manny read that too. I mean, I'm just thinking about that too. Manny read it perfect, and he still scored with it.
You know, Nicholas back there with Stan in the players cage. Manny already out there ready to serve to begin set 2. But the Warriors, you know, at least for tonight, have done their job and done what they needed to do. They've not only clinched a playoff spot, but they've locked themselves into the number 3 seed. It's just a matter of who their opponent will be. Will it be the Renegades finishing up at the top or the Chargers? And I think the Renegades have a pretty good chance to finish up at the number 1 seed, so. Most likely opponent for the Warriors in the playoffs, you would think the Chargers, but still got a couple game days left to finish things off.
And if there was any question about what song was being played in the background, all you had to do was look at Cabrera. That was a giveaway. We're ready to begin our second set. Manny has the serve for the Warriors. Beautiful catch by Ubia. Big backhand. Stands there. Ubia on the forehand. Ubia now on the backhand. Low and hard to the inside. Manny's there. Robote. Forehand by Manny. Ikeda off the tip of the cesta the ball goes. First point of the second set goes to Manny and Stan of the Warriors. Manny has the serve.
Really right off the tip.
Yeah, like when we say that a ball is tipped, that's what we're talking about. There's the backhand by Ubia. There's Stan on the backhand of the inside. Ikeda reaches in. Fine catch. Nice return from the 9 line. Ball missed in the backcourt. We're all tied up 1 point apiece. We're here in the second set. Ikeda serves.
Just have to think that maybe the power is confusing Stan a little bit here in the back. He's just, you know, he's playing in Division 6 and in Division 4, and you just don't see guys quite as powerful as Ubia. Particularly in the backcourt, too.
There's a backhand by Stan. Ubia calls for it. Big, big backhand. Thrown powerfully. Everybody out of the way. Stan makes the play. There's backhand by Ubia. Catch by Ubia down low. Big backhand. Low and hard. Manny looking for a bote. That's dropping. Ikeda attacks. Has it on the forehand. Hard to the inside. Stan on the forehand. Big right side by Ubia. Clean miss in the backcourt. Here is Ikeda. Stan, backhand from the 10 line. Ubia down low. Big backhand on the return. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Here's Stan. Ubia from the 9 line. Hard throw. Stopped by Stan on the left side. Backhand by Ubia. Ball tipped. 2 points for Ikeda and Ubiya. Ikeda has the serve for the Fireballs.
You know, what it could be, too, is, you know, as ball starts to knuckle a little bit, the more that it gets played with throughout the match as it heats up, and it tends to knuckle a little more with the guys that throw it hard, too. I mean, these are off the wall by a couple feet, and Stan has now missed 2, so you just have to imagine that it's the power from Ubiya that, again, just throwing him off here in the second set.
Here's a backhand by Stan to the inside. Ubiya, beautiful catch off the side wall. Robote coming to Manny. Play it on the forehand. Ikeda has it. Goes to the inside. Manny for the Robote at the 10 line. Ikeda takes it on the bounce. Robote left side. Here's Ubiya from the forehand. Hard throw. Will score. 3 points for Ikeda and Ubiya of the Fireballs. Ikeda has a serve.
You know, not the easiest play in the world for the for the Warriors, excuse me, to keep that rally going, but you would just like to hear a little more communication. Stan was hesitant to get in there. He didn't know if Manny was coming up from the front court. Both Warriors ended up being there, and neither making that save. Makes it a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, the communication here with the Warriors, not the best. But Manny's used to taking over when he feels that he has to. Stan on the backhand. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Stan will take that on the right side. Come over the top. Beautiful catch by Ubiya. Backhand from the 12. Ubiya calls for the ball. Backhand powerfully thrown. What a catch by Stan. Ubiya at the back wall. Big backhand. Backhand 2-all. Caught the pad. The pad is bad. That's 2 points for Manny and Stan. Ikeda and Ubiya with 3. Manny has the serve.
I just really don't understand that shot in this particular matchup. Ubiya loves the backhand 2-all, but they went on a run. They took the lead, and you know, maybe time to break up the momentum after you go down a point.
Here's Stan on the backhand from the 10 line. High and hard to the back wall. Robote comes out. Ubiya, backhand from the 11 line. Manny takes that on the forehand at the 9. Low and hard. Ikeda's there. Ikeda Cortada. Stopped by Manny. Backhand from the 9 line. Robote forehand. Red end caught by Manny. Here's the backhand. That clears the overhead screen. Robote comes to the 4 line. Fired on the forehand of Ikeda. Excellent catch by Ubiya. Powerful backhand.
Oh, wow.
Stan got out of the way. Did not get hit. Scoop by Ikeda. Ikeda's forehand. Robote by Manny. Here's a backhand by Stan. Big right side. Stopped by Manny at the 10 line. He comes over the top. Ikeda's there. Backhand with a lighter touch. Stan makes the catch. Ubiya takes that off the side wall. Powerful backhand follows. Ikeda makes the catch. Cortada stopped on the forehand of Stan. Stan with the carom. Red and stopped by Ikeda. Ikeda, picada, big bounce. Brought in by Stan. Here's Ubiya from the 11 line. Robote saved by Manny. Ikeda makes the catch in the air. Hard throw. Stan has it on the forehand. Ikeda again on the right side. Sends it deep. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Manny makes the play. There's a catch by Ikeda. Hard throw. Manny saves the Robote. Ubiya comes running in, makes the catch way overhead. Hard throw to the inside. Stands there. Ikeda from the backhand at the 8 line. Low runner to the inside. Rebote saved by Manny. Ikeda's there. Ikeda low and hard. Stan with the catch. Excellent catch by Ikeda at the side wall. Stands there. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Here's ball tipped by Stan. Well played by all 4 players. 4 points for Ikeda and Ubiya. Ikeda serves.
You know, across both matches today, I think this is the best we've seen from Ubiya this year.
Absolutely.
You know, maybe it's just a factor of playing here in Division 4 and he can control the pace with his power, but he looks very comfortable. Made every stop that's come his way, and now back to a 2-point lead for the Fireballs after winning that first set. Critical match.
Is up to make the catch. Here's Ubiya. Backhand to the inside. Stands there. Ikeda calling for the rebote. Plays it hard to the inside.
It's out.
That ball will land out of play. That's 5 points for Ikeda and Ubiya. Possible set, possible match point for Ikeda, Ubiya, and the Fireballs.
Gotta close it out right here. There were a couple times last Tuesday the Fireballs won the first set, led 5-2 in sets 2, led 5-3 in set 2 in another match, and they lost both. Have to close it out right here and get these points.
Here's Stan on the catch. Backhand to the inside. Ubiya's there. Backhand, a bullet thrown low and hard by Ubiya, caught beautifully by Stan. Ubiya again, fine catch. Another powerful, powerful backhand. Rebote by Manny. Ubiya, fine catch again. Big backhand follows. Rebote for Manny. There's the backhand by Ubiya to the corner, out to the rebote. It's low. Manny makes a great save. Floater picked up by Ubiya. Rebote forehand. Manny makes the catch, winds up. Costado caught by Ubiya. Ubiya powerfully to the corner, out to the rebote. Manny's there. Great save. Here's Ubiya. Low runner again. Scoop by Stan. Rebote to the forehand of Ikeda. Rebote left side by Manny. Catch by Ikeda. Rebote by Manny again. Here's Ubiya. What a catch by Stan. Ubiya way up high. Brings it over the top. Scoop by Manny. Costalo 2-all. Red by Ikeda. Ikeda's carom is out.
Threw it off the court.
A well-played point again by all 4 players. Manny and Stan have 3. Manny has the serve. Still possible match point for Ikeda and Ubiya of the Fireballs.
Okay, Ikeda got away with that carom a little bit earlier. Going back to it here. The second time around, it's a little bit harder to score on the 2-wall because your opponent knows it's coming. You try to thread the needle, drop it closer to the boundary, and then he pushed this one wide. About 3 chances there and couldn't cash in on any of them.
That's an excellent serve.
Oh, boy.
Juggling on the catch of Ubiya. That's 4 points for Manny and Stan.
Now it's getting dangerous.
Manny has the serve.
It's been the issue for the Fireballs the last couple game days. Closing out matches. Got to get this one done.
Here's the backhand by Ubiya. High and hard to the inside. Rebote forehand by Manny. Ubiya keeps the rebote for himself, goes to the floor. Here's Stan. Ubiya again. Backhand from the 12 line. Stan to the 12 line. Backhand. Clean miss in the backcourt. Manny makes the save. Ikeda moves up. Has it at the 4 line. Rifles it inside. What a save by Stan.
Oh, it's a tough
Rebote
one.
forehand by Ubiya. Manny takes it in the air. Backhand to the outside. Ubiya gets in there. Makes the Rebote save, and it scores for the win.
What a win.
Point, set, and match to Ikeda and Ubiya of the Fireballs, taking it in straight sets, 6-1, 6-4.
What a match there, Stu. Maybe keeping the Fireball season alive headed into that final game day. Critical 1.5 points. Ikeda and Ubiya close it out in straight sets. Warriors win the day 5-3. Post-game shows coming up here in just a few moments.
What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a Karen Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there. Blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
made. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-wall return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Hey everyone, welcome into the Battle Court post-game show here. Game day win goes to the Warriors 5-3 over the Fireballs. We have our player of the day ready to go in the DraftKings Players Cage. We're going to hear from number 24, Williams of the Warriors today, winning both of your matches. You were very engaged, cutting balls off on the inside in all matches today right from the start. How good were you feeling coming into tonight's game day?
We had a talk before the game day. We know that we wanted to put up more points just to secure our spot in the playoffs. And we know what the Fireballs was up against, man. They had a for sure win day, but we came out on top, man, and I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, and as you guys look ahead to the playoffs, how do you think this team compares to that Warriors team that won last year's championship?
I believe we're even better, man. We got a new 5-division player in Stan, but he's finally making his push at the end of the season. Like, our game out there, man, we were incredible together. I love the chemistry that we're building, and I think with him just being more confident in his game, it's making us an unstoppable team. We started off kind of slow, but in the end, man, we're making a great push, and I'm proud of my team.
Cool, that's the team. Now I want to talk about you. Just for a second, I know you're okay talking about yourself.
No problem.
I do know that.
I love it.
And that is a nice ring too, by the way.
Thank you.
I do have to say. So your game has gotten better and better year after year, that we know. But specifically in 2024, watching you out on the court, You're making catches and you're making rebotes that were difficult for you even 8-10 months ago. What's made the difference in terms of you making these plays, these catches and throws?
Me being determined, man. Me going out there, being confident in myself, telling myself I've been a part of the program for this many years, and I'm a professional highlight player. So with that in me, man, I take it out there on that court, man. You know, it's playoff time, so I want to show my team that I'm locked in at the end of the season, going into the playoffs for them.
It shows. You've done a great job.
Thank you, Stu.
And Williams, before you go, can we take a look at that championship ring here?
Come on, baby.
Put it right front and center. Let's take a look here.
Come on.
This is from last year?
Yeah, man.
Looks pretty good, doesn't it?
I'm so excited, man.
I like that.
Listen, man, I'm a champion, a professional champion. You hear me?
You've been a champion for a while. Cole.
Yeah,
You know that.
yeah. I don't want to brag, but I'm a 3-time champion, guys. Okay.
you might be the only player with 3.
No.
So now that we, I don't know. We'll
Don't forget,
in the draft, if you're not picked up, they grab you, basically saying, look, if he's with us, we'll win.
We'll win. Yeah, I guess I'm the championship. Good luck, Sean, man.
Awesome, Williams. Great playing
you.
today. Congratulations and good luck heading into those playoffs.
Thank you, guys, man. I appreciate you guys. Let's go, Warriors!
All right, thank Williams, our player of the day today. And let's continue on with some of those replays between the Warriors and Fireballs we saw back behind us tonight. Getting started here in singles, that was Inaki against Douglas.
So Inaki's been really nursing this injury that's not really in the right arm, more in the shoulder chest area. Hasn't been playing with the type of confidence that he wants to have, but his left side has been on like the last 2 weeks, particularly tonight.
Yeah.
He came from behind in the first 2 sets, all based on 2-alls and outside placements.
Yeah, coming back here. They're doing a little
He's got nice moves.
know.
He's got nice moves, too.
Douglas had him on skates there. Second keeps it to the inside, ending that set in Douglas's favor. But as you said, Stu, fought his way back in set number 2, forcing a third set.
But again, every ball that comes to his forehand rebote, just you could see him wincing.
Douglas got the win in that one. Then that brought us to Williams and Stan against Jedden and Cabrera.
So Williams was just talking about it as player of the day, that his communication with Stan, how comfortable he feels playing with him, basically is a big part of how they've been playing better. Now, they didn't come out on the winning end of this particular match, but Stan, as we said, is a player who looks better in the set, always looks better in the second set than he looks in the first set, always.
Misses there early on. Well-placed ball, though, by the Fireballs. And that brought us to this singles match here up next. Manny against Ubia, third division.
Again, Manny knows this court well. He reads his opponents. I mean, to be on the outside and to keep it to the outside, and yeah, that's the outside of the court. Even though it's about 3 or 4 feet in, that's still the outside of the court. That is just so well done by Manny. Ubia getting much better in terms of his court positioning. But he was going to the inside because that's where he thought it was going. Manny kept it outside. That was one heck of a play. And you see the salute that he got there from Ubia. Like, Ubia, just how am I supposed to? You're not. It just kind of happens.
And then back here in the 5th division of doubles a little bit later, Jen and Ikeda against Williams and Julian.
Yeah, so we wound up having a forfeit. Inaki could not play the match. Hormachea comes up injured, not able to play in this match. So Fireballs put together the team of Ikeda and Ubia and had no idea how that they were going to play together.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they turned out to play great together.
Yep, this one a little bit earlier, Jedden and Ikeda, you see the final throw.
Ikeda having
in and out.
Yeah, just a bit of a difficult time in the backcourt, more so than we saw him have with Hormachea.
That ball missed on the outside, and then we see Ikeda and Ubia paired up at the last seconds, Stu, and you were right. Oh.
No, this is, yeah, see, it even messed me up.
No.
I was talking about this before, but no, this Ikeda-Ubia matchup worked out very well. Stan having some difficulty in the backcourt, Manny playing a little deeper than usual, but Ikeda was spot on the front court.
Our forehand, you see the rebote here. Ikeda lets it pass, but Ubia, too much power. You saw all day in this division, gets by Stan, and then the rebote missed on the back end. Fireballs would win that final match, giving them 3 points on the game day, but the Warriors come away with 5. They win the day. And we'll take a look here as Stu and I join you here back on camera at a full look at our Fall 24 season. You see 5 points for the Warriors, 3 for the Fireballs, but full season standings. The Fireballs are now 2.5 points behind the Cyclones, and the Fireballs play on Monday against the Renegades, and then the Devils against the Chargers on Tuesday. That will conclude the regular season. The Warriors can't get any more points. The Chargers unable to catch the Renegades, so 1, 2, and 3, Stu. We'll know those top 3 seeds, Renegades, Chargers, and Warriors in that order. So one of the playoffs will be the Chargers versus the Warriors. The other one will be the Renegades versus the Cyclones or the Fireballs. Based on what happens on Monday, we'll give you that full schedule here between the Fireballs and Renegades. We get started in Division 4. It will be Ikeda and Ubia again. So Hormachea will be out. They take on Correa and Ben. Followed by Inaki and Cabrera against Goanaga and Arats. Then Hormachea and Ubia against Gosheri and Ben. Third match has been forfeited in favor of the Renegades, so Gosheri and Ben already get the points there. Then Jed and Cabrera take on Correa and Flores. Inaki and Ubia go up against Gosheri and Arats. And then Jed and Ikeda take on Goanaga and Flores. Those will be the 5 matches in order, all doubles to close out the regular season between the Fireballs and Renegades. Again, the Fireballs need 3 points, so they need 2 doubles wins to get into the playoffs. Anything short of that, Stu, it will be the Cyclones taking on the Renegades. Then on Tuesday, it will be the Devils and the Chargers. That will be the final game day of our regular season. Playoffs on Friday, December 6th. The first playoff game can be seen on Brinks TV, ESPN, or YouTube. Second playoff game, all of those channels, plus it will be live in person here at the Magic City Fronton. Standard start times for those Friday game days. The first playoff will be played at 2:30 Eastern. Second playoff day will begin at 7 p.m. Eastern. Doors open at 6:30. So I'll be back here to close up our regular season when we return on Monday. We'll see the Fireballs and Renegades. Until then, have a great week.
See you Monday, 5 p.m.
Do you have any serve-in rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, you know, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle for Highlight you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys.